We have Mr. Yatin Shah, CMD of Precision Camshafts, joining us right now to talk about the IPO. Mr. Shah, thank you so much for speaking with us at NDTV Profit. You've already got a good response from anchor investors. You got in, bids coming to the higher end of the band. Why do you need this money? You're looking to raise up to 400 crore rupees on the higher end of the band. What are you going to do with the proceeds, given that your utilization at this point in time is just about 65%?
I think, first of all, the fact that very leading financial institutions have participated in the anchor shows great faith in our business model. The purpose of this IPO is to use these funds for creating a machine shop for contracted capacity to some global customers. So it's purely for creating a new machine shop for the global customers.
All right. What we want to understand is, how does the margin profile change from here on between the castings and the camshafts business? The mix is at this point in time 70-30. Post this increased production of camshafts, how will the product mix change, and how will that impact your margins? Because camshafts, of course, is higher margin product than castings.
Out of the total production that we do today, 10% is roughly machined. That has given us this kind of profitability. With increased machining that is going to take place over the next few years, we see not only sustaining, but hopefully improving the margins that we currently enjoy.
Right. Also, Mr. Shah, like the IPO has opened today, many of the new investors who are looking to invest, they want to understand what your company really does and what kind of growth rate have you really seen. So could you share some details in terms of very briefly, what you do and what kind of growth rates do you see and what kind of opportunities of growth do you see going forward?
All right. This product actually is the mechanical heart of the engine. It's one of the most critical product. Takes about 2.5 years to develop. It's a proprietary product. I wouldn't say necessarily a typical auto component. We have currently about 10% global share in this very proprietary product that we currently manufacture. Last 5 or 6 years, PCL has been enjoying a growth of about 15% plus. We are expecting that to continue. We would hope that we would better that in the coming years. So given the fact that we are at 10% global share, we only expect things to improve going forward.
And we understand the kind of sales growth that you have seen over the last 5 years. Do you expect same to continue? What are your targets going forward in terms of growth opportunity? We understand that maximum of your revenue currently comes from the international market. So how does the opportunity really look ahead going forward?
Well, at this point of time, the revenues, 74% or 75% of the revenues come from exports. That probably would continue to be the case for the next few years. PCL has now got all the technologies for manufacturing camshafts as compared to 2 years ago when we only had one technology. Given that we have now all the technologies, the market has expanded for PCL. We hopefully would see things to be more exciting as we move forward in the next few years with newer customers that were not on board with us.
Also, wanted to understand, the way pricing has been done for this particular IPO. Many believe that it's at a premium, as compared to the other peers which are already listed in the market right now. What would you say as far as the valuation going forward would be?
I think camshaft per se, we wouldn't have a peer in the field that we are operating. And I believe that the anchor's confidence in the pricing shows that we have a very good business model. I mean, SBI Caps, HDFC, IDFC, Canrebeco, Birla Mutual Funds, ICICI have shown great confidence in the business model that we have put together. And I'm sure that shows that the pricing is done at the fair. It's pretty fair.
All right, Mr. Shah, we'll leave it there. But of course, we would like to hear from you once again when the closing happens and of course, when the listing ceremony does take place. According to you, the pricing is fair at this point in time. You're expecting strong growth opportunity as well going forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Yatin Shah, CMD at Precision Camshafts, talking to us about their new IPO that has opened today for subscription.